everybody. Welcome to episode 7 of Mind Matters. Today we're going to be talking about schizophrenia. I'm Addison, and Shelby is graduating, so she needs to get a credit for and able to graduate. So that's why she is out of this class now. It's a new semester, and I now have one of my friends who is my age and probably will stay with me till I graduate in this project. What's your name?
My name's Micaiah.
Okay, there you go.
Schizophrenia is a chronic brain disorder that affects 1% of the U.S. population.
When schizophrenia is active, symptoms can include delusions, hallucinations, disorganized speech, trouble with thinking, and lack of motivation.
The exact cause of schizophrenia isn't known, but a combination of genetics, environment, and altered brain chemistry and structure may play a role.
Schizophrenia is characterized by thoughts or experiences that seem out of touch with reality, disorganized speech or behavior, and decreased participation in daily activities. Difficulty with concentration and memory may also be present.
Treatment is usually lifelong and often involves a combination of medications, physical therapy, psychotherapy, and coordinated specialty care services.
If left untreated, schizophrenia can result in severe problems that affect every area of life. Complications that schizophrenia may cause or may be associated with are suicide attempts, and thoughts of suicide, anxiety disorders, and obsessive compulsive disorder, which is basically OCD.
Some people may be prone to schizophrenia, and a stressful or emotional life event might trigger a psychotic episode.
The different stages of schizophrenia are stage 1, which is when it starts to show up, and it's called, I don't exactly know how to pronounce this, so please do not take what I say. It says prodroma, prodroma. I think that's how you say it. Stage 2 is the active stage, which is the more noticeable symptoms. Stage 3 is residual phase, starting to recover but still have symptoms. So those are the different stages. If you feel that any of these you relate to, you definitely should call a doctor, because schizophrenia is very serious. It's very serious, and a lot of people don't notice how serious it is, but it is, and you do need help, because schizophrenia is one of the ones that you can't go untreated, because you can't. So that's really why.
If you wait too long, it could get too bad to the point that you can't treat it, and so it's best to just treat it early.
Yeah. So if you relate to any of these, please tell a doctor.
On average, men diagnosed in their late teens to early 20s. Women tend to get diagnosed in their 20s to 30s. People rarely develop schizophrenia before they are 12 or after they're 40.
If someone with the illness refuses to get help, always approach them in a calm and supportive manner, because obviously their mind is not very calm. So going at them as forceful as they are and as angry as they normally are, that can make it worse. So make sure that you do talk to them very calmly. Just support them, basically.
Symptoms may include hallucinations, which is when a person sees, hears, smells, tastes, or feels things that aren't really there.
Another symptom is delusions. Delusions are when a person has strong beliefs that are not true and may seem irrational to others.
Thought disorder is when a person has ways of thinking that are unusual or illogical. People with thought disorder may have trouble organizing their thoughts and speech.
Movement disorder. Another symptom is movement disorder, when a person has ways of thinking that are unusual or illogical.
Some negative symptoms may include having trouble planning and sticking with activities such as grocery shopping or just basic life needs and routines.
Some other negative symptoms are having trouble anticipating and feeling pleasure in everyday life, and talking in a dull voice and showing limited facial expressions.
Another way could be avoiding social interaction or interacting in socially expression.
Having very low energy and spending a lot of time in passive activities. In extreme cases, a person might stop moving or talking for a while, which is a rare condition called, again, excuse me if I say this wrong, catatonia, I think? I don't really know. Some warning signs are, in some cases, not all, you may be able to notice some early signs in the beginning stages of schizophrenia. So those are warning signs. If you are noticing that you feel a lot like these, please go get checked out, because like we said, it can get way worse after time. So if you don't do it right away, then it won't turn out good. It'll just get worse.
It is best to seek medical attention if noticing many of these symptoms.
It is easy to misconstrue some of these symptoms for other things, so it is best to test for it just to be safe. Some early warning signs include depression or social withdrawal,
Hostility or suspiciousness,
extreme reaction to criticism,
lack of personal hygiene,
and lack of emotion. Though there's no sure way to stop it, there are ways you can try to slow it down, such as
taking medication,
seeking medical attention,
avoiding substance use,
and receiving therapy. I do actually know somebody who has schizophrenia. He's one of my uncles, and most of the time he just makes up a lot of lies in his head and just thinks that what he's doing is like okay. Like, he'll just lie about the smallest things. It's kind of like a pathological liar. Like, he would lie about things he didn't even need to lie about, but he for sure like actually thought they were true.
Yeah.
But like, my mom has so many stories that she would tell me about how he, had schizophrenia, and most of them were just, dumb things, but like, it shows how bad it affected him, because they were all small, but in his mind they were like huge. So, and he thought they were real. So that's the only person that I personally know with schizophrenia.
I don't know anybody with schizophrenia.
Okay, everybody, I think that's a wrap for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. We don't know, like we said, we don't know many people with schizophrenia, so we did our best to try and help you understand. A lot of these things were searched on Google. So, like we said, if you do find yourself becoming or having these symptoms, please contact your doctor, or even a loved one, to tell them how you feel and like what you think you have. Obviously not everybody who thinks they have it is actually going to have it, so it's just a possibility. But please get checked out just in case, because it is a very big illness. Because what happens if, I don't know, like, there's many ways that it can affect your daily life. So please get checked out, because you need help in order to get better.
And it's always best to talk to somebody about your feelings if you're feeling any of these ways about your personality, or you're feeling distant from anybody, like people more than normal, or different from reality. Then it's best to talk to somebody and not be ashamed of it. It's best to seek help in the beginning than waiting till you can't get help anymore.
Yep. All right, goodbye.